Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm back for just a minute. I just wanted to update you on a situation and give you my thoughts about it. I use the Walmart grocery pickup service. I order them online, and then my daughter goes and picks them up for me. Well, they were super busy, and it took them 2.5 hours over the time I was supposed to get my groceries, my pickup time, which I had to pick a really late pickup time to begin with. And my daughter has been not feeling well since her dad passed. She's been kind of ill, and something wrong with her ankle. It's hurting her real bad. And then my little 4-year-old grandson, he'd been sitting back there in that car seat forever, and he was pitching a fit because he usually goes to bed around 8:30, somewhere along in there. Hadn't even had his supper yet. Then to top it off, didn't get half my groceries. I didn't get the staples that I usually get, like bread and eggs for breakfast, and there was a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of substitutions, and I mean, like, really nearly half of what I ordered, maybe a third of what I ordered, I didn't get or was substituted for something that was not as, as desirable. But anyway, right at first, I was a little irritated. And I knew that, that they were backed up and they were out of a lot of stuff, and I realized that. But I thought 2.5 hours over my original time slot was a little bit much. And my daughter said every slot was filled, every car space was filled, and all but one. That's when she first got there. And people were leaving, so she told the manager or whoever was bringing the groceries out, asked them, could we please reschedule for tomorrow because of my little grandson. And I said, yes, call the number and reschedule. So she went ahead to call to schedule a time that would be good for her, and they said, we can have them out in like 5 minutes. So we're like, okay, that's good. Of course, it was a little longer than 5 minutes, but still, at least we got them. And it wasn't as long as it had been, for sure. So anyway, I was a little irritated, that I didn't get what I really needed and some of the things I just wanted. And then, the Holy Spirit just started speaking to me, and I'm like, these people that work at Walmart's and all the big box stores, right on down to the little mom and pop shops, they're not any happier about this than the rest of us. They're overworked and understaffed, and I'd say probably underpaid. They have families, they have lives, they get tired, they get sick. They're just like anybody else, and they are being really pushed to their max. And the Holy Spirit started convicting me. Instead of fussing and complaining about what I didn't get, why don't you thank the Lord for what you did get and pray for these people and these workers in all these stores? Pray for their peace of mind. Pray for their health. Pray for their patience. Pray for everything, Pray that they will have the grace to deal with people that, some people are not going to be very nice about all this stuff. And, that they're just really hurting too. And then I really felt sorry and I felt bad for them. And I started praying for them, praying for the store owners. And, I was thinking, well, they could have at least gave us some coupons. Sometimes if they're just 30 minutes late, they give you coupons. But this time they didn't even give you a coupon. And I thought, well, maybe they was just too tired to even think about it, But anyway, so I felt really sorry for them, and I was feeling irritated, and I thought, well, those big corporations like Walmart shouldn't be hurting because they're making money hand over fist. But the Holy Spirit said that's not the point. The point is, we are in a crisis right now, until people understand that it's going to be all right if they just trust in the Lord. It's like my son-in-law. They had went and done their shopping earlier in the day because my time slot was so late, so they just went and shopped normally. And she was going to get some ramen noodles for my grandson, and he was going to get 1 box of the chicken flavor. Well, honey, they was just sold out everywhere. They stopped at Food City over here on the way back from Walmart. They were going to stop at Food City and run in and get some noodles. And they were all gone, except for 10 boxes of the chicken flavor and 2 of the beef. And this lady just pushed up there, grabbed all 10 boxes of the chicken and put it in her buggy and sped off. Didn't even give my son-in-law a chance to get not 1 box. So he got 1 box of the beef flavor. But that's what people are doing now. They're panicking. They're not thinking of other people, how other people have needs. Take a couple of boxes for you and your family if you feel like you need them, but leave some for somebody else. It's just this nation's just lost their mind. And if they would only trust God, everything would be all right. God's going to take care of his people. Now, I know a big percent of the population do not trust the Lord or even know him. But people, that's why we need to pray even harder. We need to pray for the people that has to work through this crisis in the stores, in the hospitals, in the nursing homes, in the schools, any workplace. We need to pray for these people because they're hurting too and they're overworked. We need to pray for our president because he looks bone tired and bone weary. He needs our prayers and our support no matter what you think of him. We need to pray for the pastors that are going to the hospitals and visiting with the sick. We need to pray and for them as they minister to their congregation and try to bring some peace and some hope to them through the gospel. We need to pray for school teachers who are out of work right now. They may have paid leave, I don't know, but we need to pray for them nonetheless, especially when they come back and they don't know that they're not going to carry home that virus or get it themselves to their own families, We just need to pray in this nation as a whole for healing, for hope, for help, for relief, for each other. And seeing how the President declared today the National Day of Prayer, it's 9:33. So we've got 2.5 hours. Oh, 3.5 hours. 2.5 hours, yeah. Before this day is done. But even after praying today, we need to continue to pray. And we need to trust the Lord. That is the big thing. We need to give hope. We need to tell people, hey, just trust God. It's going to be all right. Chill out and just put your faith and your trust in him and things will work out. And remember to be kind when you go to the store. Be kind to these people. You can imagine what they're hearing and what they are having to deal with during this crisis. I can't even imagine how you could work under those circumstances. People running over the top of people to get to things, to, beat out other people before everything's gone, and being mad at the cashiers and the workers. Well, it's not their fault. They're doing the best they can. And pray also that riots don't break out. Now, I just live in this little bitty town here on the Virginia-Tennessee border. And we're a good-sized town, but we're still nonetheless just a small town. But it's reached here. The coronavirus is reaching more and more into Tennessee and Virginia. The panic is reaching to the stores and the hospitals. I know that on the news today they were saying there's a shortage of ventilators. So we just need to pray for all these workers and be kind to them. If you have to go to the hospital, don't get impatient. Pray for the nurses, pray for the doctors, pray for the lab techs, pray for anybody involved, that we can all come through this together as one great nation under God. Pray for blessings on America and for God to spare America and for God to spare our president and give him strength. Okay? Well, I guess I didn't mean to run this long, but I got to run in my mouth. I just wanted to let you people know, what had happened to me and what the Holy Spirit had revealed to me and softened my heart. And pray for me, and I shall pray for you and yours. And until next time, bye for now.